welcome your 2026 New Orleans Saints.
On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys falling in the season opener, getting a second straight road game to start the season. On the other sideline, it is the head coach of the Saints. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from the Superdome. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Led out by the former Spartan, their starter, formerly of Michigan State. Now the rookie quarterback here.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense.
The pass rush gets hold and he goes down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 24 yards. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 48-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. From the 35, here's second down and 4.
Second and 4.
On the give, this is Kamara. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Couldn't ask for a much better performance to start your season than what this guy did last week. But now remember, Mike, the only problem with having such early success is that's what's expected of you every single week for the rest of the season. Now, I'm not sure anybody is able to play at that level that consistently. this guy's able to find that rhythm week in and week out, man, this team's going to be a tough one.
15. And the Giants first down.
On the play fake, here's Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Giants first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
On play action, it is Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Jackson Dart.
That's big Christian Wilkins. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Saints take over.
The Saints offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike, and regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward, and certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is, when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Was last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
Here's a screen coming for Kamara. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 9.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Second and inches.
Second and inches.
He'll look to throw. He takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up their first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
Second and
Dexter
10.
Lawrence. No gain on the play. Brings up second
Off the play
and
fake.
10.
He'll look to throw.
The 22-yard line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and 10.
The coverage by Micah McFadden.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket.
The quarterback on the sideline.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll work his way out right. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Kamara. What a move! He's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his first touchdown of the new year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Giants.
And the Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
A play fake, now darts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Quincy Riley on the coverage.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 10.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Open man is Robinson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10.
We are through one. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Quick throw taken in. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Giants
Tracy, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
They'll go with him again. And he's in! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offensive veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. The right side to Olave. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll step up and run. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Saints 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a toss play with Kamara. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
3rd and 2.
That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Pick up there of 13. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Another run here with Kamara. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground, this is Kendrick Miller. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal
this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really.
And he'll take this one in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one, and his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Giants 7.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Chase Young off the edge with tackle.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and inches.
They'll run the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on third and inches.
Gain of a yard. First down, New York.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This ball batted away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Jonas Sanker on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And they get to him and finally bring him down. And will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. There's Jamie Gillen on now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
To number 41.
Here comes second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second
On
and
the
4.
handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion goes Cooks. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This is a 46-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down.
Now, faking the give. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And the Giants first down.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half.
And the
We're back
Giants first down.
to New Orleans. After this, from the 39, here's a first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second down.
Here's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Open man. That's Slayton. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on third and 1. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A short one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll step up and run this. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Is caught by Olave. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. New Orleans, third and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
43-yard line.
1st and 10. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Will look to throw.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
His throw left side is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports.
Our look around the NFL
report.
starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And it's Trevor Lawrence hooking up with his main man, Brian Thomas Jr. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Jaguars even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Big Pat Freiermuth. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Steelers, who have the lead, trying to steal one on the road. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one's at halftime, and it's the Bengals with a 10-point lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 31
A
yards.
big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And 1 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forces 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The Saints offense, veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
For the Saints.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
6-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And the whistle is down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
The Saints.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Olave is the motion man. On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only did they pick up the 1st down, they pick up a huge gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the give, this is Camaro. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New Orleans.
12 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run. It's Camaro. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Camaro. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man is Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 24
Great
yards.
run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's incomplete. Daring long 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard.
From the
Brings up
46, here's 2nd and 9.
46-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Giants first down. First and 10.
On play action, it is Dart. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
To the air once more is Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A play fake, now Dart. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd.
Saints 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
It's a pickup.
2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7.
It's a give now to Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass.
Sets up.
And now it's 4th down. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And is caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. He finds Johnson across the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 23 yards.
A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Giants first
A gain
down.
of 23 yards. First down, New York.
On the play fake, here's Dart. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down.
Dart gonna throw it again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air again goes Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Tracy. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Abdul Carter. He had 2 sacks in the opener. Give him 1 more here in week 2.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the Saints 1st down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. The right side to Olave. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. at their 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. That one downfield for Cooks. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Saints will punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll try to run for it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And the Giants, first down. A gain of 12. First down, New York.
They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Nice jump here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Giants, first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
48-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's dark, and they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Isaiah Foskey. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Cordell Flock on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
Back to throw.
and 3.
Deep for Olave. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time. Is this truly a one-score game? They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the two-point conversion.
The Saints will
He'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for two. And this game is tied.
I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here comes the jet sweep. They'll take this forward for about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Dart.
Oh,
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So 5 yards.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. He'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll get this ahead. Gains about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So that's a big 1st down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
2 minutes minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Kamara. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. And it'll take it just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Another try, 2nd and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Neal. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right
It's a
now.
gain of a yard.
Second down, goal to go.
At the 8-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be out of bounds. It stops the clock. They're continuing to get closer toward a potential game-winning field goal try. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be out of bounds. It stops the clock. They're continuing to get closer toward a potential game-winning field goal try. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. They'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dark.
Dark's pass. Complete
Here's
to
second
Theo
down.
Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
He'll spike it here. 27 ticks left on that clock. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down.
Jackson Dart sacked. A loss of a yard. 3 and out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the Saints. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.